Welcome to the Law of One, conscious channeling of LL Research. I am Leema. I greet you in the love and in the light of the one infinite Creator, in whose good fellowship we all seek for, learn, and progress. We shall begin our discourse upon what you call stress, by using information which this instrument has in her mind already. It comes from what you call Zen Buddhism. The story is this. Once upon a time, there was an old man. He sat in his room and prayed. When he was hungry, he went into the market and begged with his bowl. He went back to his room and prayed. In the course of time, a young woman who knew the habits of this hermit was with child. She did not want the baby, and so she stated that the young one had been begotten upon her by the hermit. She then left the baby with the hermit. The hermit then got up, took care of the child, nursed it, fed it, and worked very hard as a coolie for 2 years. The child prospered. One day the woman who had lied about her child saw the child in the marketplace with the old man. The child pleased her sight, and so she went back and claimed her child. The old man gave her the child and then returned to his prayers. Stress is due to an emotional tension regarding the outcome of events, which are seen within the framework of your space and time and as experienced within this incarnation. There are those who have nothing about which to worry, who can worry, fret, and distress themselves into an early decline. There are others who one would think would be extremely stressed, but who exhibit a marvelous lack of tension from within. The trick is, my friends, to be aware that all things are as they are for a reason, and that you are where you should be at this moment. The spiritual tense is the present tense. The unspiritual tense is tension. We do not suggest that you forget your history or cease having hopes for the future. We suggest rather a detachment born during meditation from the crying little needs or large needs which fill your days and nights. You will notice that the old hermit in the story had no money and left each day to its own hunger. He was quite aware that bread cannot be kept longer than a day, and in a spiritual sense, this is quite so. If you have been inspired yesterday, by today, the world will have moved in upon that inspiration. That is what the world is for, my friends. It is intended to encroach in any way or form that it can upon your peace of mind, in order to test your peace of mind. For those who seek the truth are constantly at risk, constantly dying and being reborn. This is not a comfortable state. Entities normally resist change, and yet change occurs continually. In the garden of your life, we suggest most emphatically that you make yourself a comfortable spot upon this craned seat when you have come to your meditation. This seat is within your mind. It does not have to be physically present. In the quiet of this arbor, you can plant all that you want to. The glory of flowers and trees, the sweet singing of the birds, the gentle lifting of the breeze, and the energy and power of love here in your garden. It is to this garden that you return for your solitude. You can have this garden if you are in prison or in chains, or, as is more likely, bound by your desire for outcomes. To living a life that is less full, to living a life that is most principled. Let us introduce a concept here. This is important. You will fail not just once, but frequently to avoid stress. The habit among your peoples is great, especially within your own country, as you call the arbitrary division of the creation. Do not feel cast down when you fail, for each moment is here. Each moment is a moment in which you have not failed. Hanging on to those things which trouble you about yourself or about others causes you to forget the electric present moment. This moment is infinite. If you can become one with the present just for a little while in your garden, in meditation, you shall awake, cleansed, refreshed, and more ready than before to recognize the trains of thought that shall bring you stress. Meditation is an excellent means of gaining knowledge of the self. One of the great things that it begins to show you is the thought patterns, complex but predictable, which will result in the stressing of mental nervousness and physical nervousness. Much illness, which is unnecessary, is caused by this same stress. We say it is unnecessary. Nevertheless, it is not mistaken. For when you are uncomfortable, you begin to pay attention. Once you begin to pay attention to your thought patterns, it shall be ever and ever more easy to refrain from hanging like a terrier onto the hem of the garment of your worry. In the present moment, there is naught about which to worry. We will pause while we use some of your space time for offering our vibration to those within this room. If you wish to be made aware of our presence, please mentally request it, and we shall be with you. The purpose of our being with you and the purpose of any Confederation entities being with you is to strengthen your ability to meditate and to soften the blow of the utter and complete solitude of each person's life within the illusion which you now live. It is an illusion, my friends, but this does not make the solitude of the spiritual search any the less. I am Leema, and in the love and in the light of the infinite Creator, if you wish, we are always with you.